Metal Gear Solid HD Collection Destiny. I think the best thing about this is...
Actually, we forgot to say hi. We forgot to greet people.
Ah, hi guys! Hey, that's my tattoo!
Oh yeah,
How
cool.
about that?
How about that? Well, welcome back to Let's Play, guys.
The Metal Gear Marathon!
Metal Gear Marathon. And we are playing the second game in the series right now.
Called Sons of Liberty.
And it's on what I would consider the right console, but we're not going to start a flame war here.
So, we will leave that up to your imagination, which console that is.
Definitely.
But when you see the big flashy A, B, C...
It's definitely a NES.
It's a Sega. It's a Sega Saturn.
Definitely. So, welcome back. And this is, again, this is the game that I tried, but failed miserably at.
Right now we're hearing the awesome tunes from Harry Gregson Williams, who made the music for the Rock, and I think also Armageddon. And this is the first time he actually experimented with making. Okay, so right off the bat, I just wanted to say David Hayter and where is he? The guy who voiced Ocelots.
I can't remember.
Whenever he comes up. When they showed the names in the first game, those were actually not the real names.
I remember that actually because
they weren't part of
Jennifer Hale. We love her.
Pat Zimmerman, I think it was.
Yeah.
They weren't part of the whole.
Of the guild of actors or something.
Actors Guild.
Yeah.
So they made different names, and the weird thing is that if you read the manual of the first game, you will actually also see that the names were different.
Yeah, I remember you said that something with I can't remember if it was the actors or it were the game necessarily that wasn't associated with the Actors Guild. Something like that. There's some trouble along those lines. And it was a cool way of getting around it, actually.
Yeah, it was very good.
Harry Gregson Williams. I can't remember what. I'm not sure he made The Rock in Armageddon. I believe that
he made The Rock.
He made The Rock.
I remember that because the moment I saw The Rock, I was like, oh, this is awesome! Who the hell made this the soundtrack? And then Harry Gregson Williams. He also made, and hold your horses, he actually made the music for the good Call of Duty games.
Oh.
Modern Warfare
and Modern Warfare 2.
He made the music for those games.
Oh, we're gonna hear a lot of trouble for that one.
Fuck you guys!
Guys, the last few Modern Warfare games, or Call of Duty games, have just been the same all over, you know.
Listen to this.
It's great.
I'm getting goosebumps right now. Also the way that it's presented, like, you see the letters turn and all that, and then Metal Gear Solid 2.
Sons of Liberty.
Tactical espionage.
And it has to be said in the French way, Liberty.
Yeah. Liberty. Ah.
Let's see.
Okay, so see, I mentioned this. This is Snake right now.
Yeah.
Also, did you notice the color? He was red.
Yeah.
It actually becomes important. Ah, god damn it! They had changed. The thing about Metal Gear games is also was always that you have to press the circle button to choose.
Oh, now I know where I really know Harry Gregson Williams from. I just picked it up here. He made the soundtrack for both Kingdom of Heaven, and the Narnia saga. It appears. Obviously, he made it for Metal Gear. I Am Legend actually as well.
So he's a guy who knows what he's doing.
Yeah, apparently he's done a lot of things here. You know, I'm just checking out the various Man on Fire and Spy Kids for some peculiar reason.
Don't. The story is fictional. Any and all similarities to characters, groups, or other entities in real life are coincidental. Put away the phone!
Sorry, I was just checking his repertoire.
2 years ago, we had classified intelligence that a new type of Metal Gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses have been out in the cold too long.
This game, like the first one had Metal Gear Rex, this one actually has a Metal Gear unit or something as well.
We'll get to that.
Alright. Oh, I remember this part.
this is a really, really good introduction because you want to see Snake. You want to see how the hero of Shadow Moses look in these better graphics. So Hideo Kojima really teases you, like, who's that?
Yeah.
Who's that? And then you see that he's walking around with a cigarette.
And this was the HD.
This is the HD remake, but it also looked really well.
Yeah, it looks better than my PlayStation 2 variant. However, that was looking good.
Yeah,
definitely.
You just see there's a better frame rate here.
Absolutely, that's good. Obviously, it's still reminiscent of old times, but snake boots.
Also, before I forget it, and I know it's weird to say now, you remember the guy who got knocked the fuck out by Meryl?
The guard.
The guard. His name is Johnny Sasaki. The reason why they called him that is because there was a guy on the Metal Gear team called Sasaki something, and they used to call him Johnny. So and he never did his work. Well, he was really lazy and always delivered his work at like the last second. So they called this guy Johnny Sasaki just to tease him.
Oh, that is just the.
And that's awesome.
It's kind of awesome, but it's also really kind of cruel.
See now they remove his clothes, but now he's invisible. So they're teasing you. They really.
That is just teasing us, yeah. Obviously, you can see the what do you call it? The essence of Snake in it.
Yeah, like you can see the mullet.
Yeah.
The only guy who can make a mullet cool.
I'm pretty sure Duke Nukem could pull one off.
But he doesn't have a mullet.
No, I'm pretty sure he could pull one off.
And then you see him, but you didn't see him very well.
Oh, sneaky stuff.
And then what will soon become the trademark of every appearance of Snake in modern games.
A box?
No, look, I mean the introduction of him.
Oh, okay. Military advisor.
Yeah, they had a military advisor to show how soldiers would act and stuff.
That's actually very cool.
See, that's the introduction where he's like slumped over and like on one knee. But they would have a military advisor who would show how soldiers would react, like stuff such as you always see in movies that they hold the weapon upwards, like when going up the stairs and stuff like that. You wouldn't normally do that because then, like, you would see the gun poke out. So instead, they're holding it down now.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Actually, I think it's fairly common nowadays for a game to have a military advisor. Obviously, the various Call of Duty games.
Medal of Honor, I remember, got in super much trouble because they had the SEALs give confidential information.
That's right, I remember that, yeah. But like the the Call of Duty games, if they had a military advisor, I'm not sure how much pot he was on.
Yeah, totally. We just shoot rockets all day, every day.
Something like that. No, but I think that's fairly common nowadays in games that deal with various either realistic or real scenarios. Snake looks good.
Yeah, it does. So already we're seeing a drastic improvement in the codec conversations because now you can see now it's animated and you can do this.
Yeah.
Going okay?
Still that key. No, that's actually kind of cool. It makes this a little more interesting.
Yeah, it does, however, not make a lot of sense.
No, of course not. But I mean, just the part that the thing that it's animated, you know.
Yeah.
It makes it more interesting to sit through a conversation because obviously that could easily be the thing that could kill most people from a game like this.
Yeah.
And he doesn't miss her.
That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new native flashware.
Diverting toys.
He doesn't miss Naomi.
Again.
Well, she kind of doomed him.
Someone will find out sooner or later.
I'm thinking of different.
Mailing.
Probably. It's been a long time since we played this. Sadly, it's been a long time since we played the first one. I kind of remember.
All Ocelot's doing. Exactly.
Oh, wasn't that also what we saw in the helicopter?
Maybe.
Revolver Ocelot.
Really?
Exactly classified.
But isn't that just the same, pretty much?
It is. His full name is Revolver.
Didn't we kill him in the first game?
Nope.
Who was the guy with the revolver we killed then?
We didn't kill him. Remember, we just shot him and then he got his arm cut off.
That's true. You kind of ran away.
And then you find out in the end of Metal Gear that he was actually working for the president.
Yeah, I know. Now I know. Yeah. I was just remembering we had a boss fight.
The objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic
So
evidence.
now that,
first to go
just
up
to
the
get
top
into the
level
game
of
instead of all the backtalk,
We need to find out where
Snake
the
and
tanker is
Otacon
heading.
have kind of gone down under, under the radar after the Shadow Moses incident.
They're kind of off the. They're doing their own thing now.
Yeah, so they're working with a special group. I don't recall what they're called, but they're working with a special anti-Metal Gear group because the data for the Metal Gear was extracted from Shadow Moses. So now different militaries are using that information to make their own kind of Metal Gears. Philanthropy. They are part of philanthropy.
Right. So they're basically freelancers.
More or less.
Alright.
Officially recognized.
Yeah, French, as he says. That was actually what I was looking for. So recognized, but kind of on the fringe and verge of being legal.
Let's look at your
Alright.
Which is why, of course, you have to sneak. Because
Well, most it's kind of industrial espionage without being industrial. I like the fact that radar in the corners is still the same thing.
I only think that it's like this in Snake sequence. I don't recall.
Alright, fair
You
enough.
can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out
Well,
the
that's some
website.
damn powerful tranquilizer.
So right off the bat, you can see a drastic improvement from this first game because now you have like first-person.
Shooter.
Yeah.
As for the equipment,
Also,
hey,
like
Snake, cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you?
but yeah,
How politically incorrect.
when you're shooting people now, you will like it had an impact on where you hit them. Like I don't recall a game before this that had it. Like you could shoot a guy in his right arm and he wouldn't be able to use his gun anymore.
Oh, okay, that's cool. It seems normal nowadays, but for the time that was really.
Because then they just like more or less had a health bar.
Yeah.
And it didn't normally do anything even if you shot them in the face.
Exactly. It was maybe it would do something if you shot them in the face. You get
Yeah, but only in the face.
Only in the face, yeah.
No traces? Oh, please, I'm too good for that. But this might be a trap.
I really wish that more games would have like perfect dark kind of damage.
Those
Like
men, you wouldn't think
you
they
could
were
shoot
any
pretty
good
much any dude with 2 shots and he would go down. But that's realistic.
Yeah, I haven't played Perfect Dark. I remember I played a few games like that, you know, where you were easily killed and vice versa. The enemy is really easily killed.
its cargo
But then again, I think the problem with them, to some degree, is they're not going to be that much mainstream, you know, because it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little bit
It's
like
gonna be hard.
it's going to be a little bit like Dark Souls, you know. Cool games, probably. We can't necessarily say that they're cool games, but they have the option of being very cool.
Looks like there are a few.
But they're going to be a little bit of a niche game because they're difficult.
So what you can see I'm doing here is I can zoom in. It was a thing that was first introduced in Zone of the Endless.
Yeah.
But I really like it because like they knew that they had the sickest graphics ever.
Yeah.
So you can zoom in and check all the details.
Oh, here's my prediction. Snake's gonna get blamed. They're Russian.
They look super cool.
And they look very Russian.
They are actually Russian.
I kind of remember that as well, but however, they do look Russian. The gear looks very Russian. Cold War. Obviously, it looks like they're carrying some variant of the AK as well.
AK-74.
Yeah, 74. Yeah, actually, I think I had a hardball variant of the 74. Sorry, at some point. Does look like a... Yeah, it is.
Man, those red lights look super cool. Amazing. Huh?
Yeah, 74U. Oh, looks right. Yeah, and those night vision goggles are actually the Russian variant as well.
Russian?
Definitely.
No shit!
Sure? No marine barber touched that head of hair.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, definitely Russian.
What? No, he's Cuban!
I'm transmitting the photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP. pee.
Get me vodka. Oh, I'm being racial now. I'm sorry.
What the fuck?
Alright, that was a little bad though. he looks very intense.
Yeah.
K60 Kasatka.
I never understood. I think Hideo Kojima has a sick hard-on for helicopters. Like in every game, he will bring out a new, different helicopter.
Well, helicopters are sexy. I mean, it's an awesome machine. And especially as a military vehicle, it's awesome.
K62, the civil model.
Look, Snake.
I mean, you carry a shit ton of firepower in a very mobile platform.
As long as we have those, we can put it online. And
Obviously,
blow the whole thing wide
it doesn't have
So
the
no
drawbacks
worries,
of a fighter
okay?
or a tank necessarily. It has different drawbacks, obviously, as it isn't as mobile as a fighter, and it's not as well armored as a tank, but it carries the firepower of one in a much more mobile and evasive machine. It's a good, very, very good military vehicle.
Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time.
Aww.
I'll be on the codec when you want to save. Got it. I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in.
Since he says that, actually, is there a time where you have to?
No.
All right. It would have been kind of cool if it said like you had to have you had like a silly amount, you know, like 6, 7, 8 hours, you know.
Yeah,
And you could actually just sit around, wait that out, and you'd get a mission failed. That would have been kind of cool.
okay, so I need to. How do I? Really? I just need to get the controls. So let's just take a moment to look at what is happening here. Like you can, like the rain. There has been put a rain filter on. You see water drop down from collide with Snake.
Yeah.
Which is just something you add to the model, really. There's been put a bluish, greenish gradient over the scene to make it look cold. You can see him, his reflection in the floor, which gives it the feeling of being slippery. There's all sorts of shit here, and like.
And this wasn't in the original game.
It was actually.
It was. Oh, I didn't remember.
You just may not have appreciated that as much. At
Maybe
that time.
I didn't really. I might not have looked for it actually.
But it really gives the sense of how fucking cold it must be out
Yeah,
there.
definitely. It's really cool.